I look like crap. Hi guys, so today I am making a different video, kind of, yeah. And some of you may know, some don't, because I didn't really tell YouTube. I'm not really on YouTube because I don't have that many viewers, but, I thought I'd make a video about it because it does happen very often in this world, and it's actually happening a lot recently, which is crazy. But as you can see from the title, I am pregnant. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So you heard me. I am pregnant. I am also 17. Um, this lighting's bad. I'm also 17. And yeah, so let's get this story video thing on. So, I found out I was pregnant around February, the end of February. Um, and my sign was TMI, but my boobs started to hurt a lot, and I have really, I'm not in the big department, so it was pretty obvious when they started growing, and it's getting swollen, and it was kind of, not normal for me. I looked it up, and also I missed my period, which that's a regular one for pretty much everyone. So yeah, it wasn't very, I wasn't very, my reaction wasn't very, I wasn't devastated, or I wasn't, oh my god, what do I do, it was just kind of like, okay, well, this is happening, so I have to take it as it is, and I do have a boyfriend, which is in my last video, and he is very supportive, a very great guy, so that's nothing to worry about, which I am grateful for, because I know a lot of women do go through this alone, and I'm just, that is just so sad, and it sucks because it's very hard, it feels very stressful, I'm currently 22 weeks, and it is very stressful on me just thinking about how I'm going to do this as a 17, well, I will be 18, but as, an 18-year-old in this world with a newborn, So it's very hard to think of sometimes, and very stressful because, yes, sometimes I do cry about it. But then again, it could be the hormones, so I do not know. But yeah, it's very something to get used to, definitely. I had to go to our school nurse, so it's like a doctor's office. But I had to go there just to confirm that I was, and I was. And so then I had my 8-week appointment. They just gave me information and asked me questions, and I also took urine tests, whatever. So that was, yeah, that was kind of a boring appointment, but I got to learn a lot more, and there's a lot to learn when you are pregnant. There's a lot to learn, even if you're 30 with your first, or whatever. It's a lot. The biggest question that everybody wonders, not just people I know, but everybody wonders, is how I told my parents and my siblings and friends and whatnot. First person I told was obviously my boyfriend, because he is the dad, he needs to know. And then the second person I told was my sister, my younger sister, because she doesn't really judge, she's a good person, so had to give her a very big announcement. She kept it as a secret, which I was thankful for. And then I started telling some of my close friends, but then it was kind of like the point where, okay, I'm not gonna wait to tell my parents, because that's just putting more stress on someone. Than you're every day you're thinking, oh my god, how am I gonna do this, or how am I gonna get through this? Well, I just did it. When I told my dad, I typed up a little letter at school. I typed a little letter up. I even printed it, put it in an envelope. I didn't write it. I typed it because my handwriting was crap, and I needed to be, good, and I needed to if I messed up, whatever. So I typed it up. I put it in my backpack. I did not give it to him for about 2 weeks because I was just so anxious to give it to him, and I didn't really like care for what he like really like. I didn't think he was gonna be mad or anything, but like it's just it's a big thing in life, so you just like, oh crap. So I ended up going to this rodeo with my friend, and I texted him and I said, hey, there's this letter in my backpack. I'd like you to read it when you get home. So he did, and he texted me a long message. I'm not really gonna say word for word what it said, but it was just, I will support you, da da da. The basic things, you would hope a parent would say when you are pregnant. So after that, I took a trip to Arizona because we had a trip set, and I went to go see my brother and his girlfriend and their new child. So they found out because the whole time I was in Arizona, I was puking and I was sick, morning sickness. It sucked. I didn't even get to enjoy Arizona actually. I never even got to really go out, eat, nothing. It was really depressing. I really regret it. Like, it sucks. But that's just how it is. So, after Arizona, they found out. They didn't say much, obviously, about it. So then I figured I had to tell, my siblings. When I did go down to Arizona, we had to go down to where the rest of my family is to go on a plane from there. So I told my older sister. Of course, she started crying because she was a teen mom also, so it was kind of hard for her. Whatever not. And my nephew, I told him, and so I got to tell them. I also told her not to tell my mom because my mom is she she would be, at this time I knew she would be pissed, she would be devastated, she would be so heartbroken when she found out. So I didn't want to tell her. I could not tell her. So I waited about 15 weeks. I told pretty much a lot of people. I didn't post about it because, of course, I wanted my mom to know before I even told my grandma, my aunt, anybody. I wanted my mom to know first, and my stepdad. So one day, I told my sister, my older sister, my younger sister to tell my mom because I could not do it. I had honestly no balls to do it. So, and I was a state away, so I couldn't really tell her in person like I wanted to. Um, so yeah, they ended up getting to tell her. They didn't tell me when they were gonna tell her. They just told her because if they would have told me, I would have, backtracked. No, 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 like don't do it. So I let them, I told her, and she cried. From these are my sister's words. She cried and she was really, 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 really pissed. She didn't talk about it for weeks. Actually, weeks. This was about I was 15 weeks at this point. She didn't talk about it for weeks, and she finally got to me about a couple weeks ago, and she was like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna have to support you on this," because my mom was a teen mom also. um, but welcome to the world. A lot of people do become teen moms, and I don't think it's a bad thing at all. I mean, I know people want to go through the stages of life. You know, find your person, go to college, find a person, get married, have a kid. Well, sometimes it doesn't happen for everybody, and sometimes you just gotta, you know, take it. So, yeah, so my mom's been very supportive ever since we told her I could talk to my mom about it and ask her questions and whatnot. And then also, I did find out the gender just a couple days ago, actually. Last week? Last Friday. So, yeah, about a week ago, I will insert a picture here. So, of course, you can see it's a girl. I am very, very grateful and very happy because I did want a girl. I know that either if it was a boy, it would have been fine. But I just feel like I could, a girl I connect with more. I feel like I don't know. That's how my feelings were. So I just want people to know, and of course teenagers to know that it's okay. It is not the end of the world. I mean, it feels like it, obviously, because you're like, oh my god, how am I gonna pay for everything, or how am I gonna, have a good environment for this child? You know what I mean? Like, there's just so much things to worry about, but it's okay because you will get through it, and it is, It is something you'll have to learn, and of course you will have to grow up and be a mom. So that is, that is something you need to know. So feel free to leave any comments below, asking me anything about this. I will be, happily to answer, and also try to answer them the best I can. This lighting sucks. I don't know if I really covered everything in this video, but a lot of people do want to know, and I figured I'd tell you guys that I am. So yeah, thank you for watching, and also comment down below video ideas, whatever. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.